Welcome to visalakshivlog, your homemaker's diary. Hope that the objective type of questions in the link will surely help the future teachers to face TRB examinations with more of confidence and will boost their energy level when they watch or listen to visalakshivlog. To get the maximum success, we must be thorough with the syllabus first. Many objective questions will be asked with reference to the syllabus only. Be confident, tear the fear to face the challenges. Modern Literature, Unit 2, the year starts from 1600 to 1798. Syllabus for Modern Literature, Paper 2. John Donne's Canonization, The Ecstasy. John Milton's Paradise Lost, Book 9. Pope's The Rape of the Lock. John Milton's Samson Agonis. Selected poems of Gray, Collins and Blake. Herbert's Affliction and the Pulley. Marvels to his coy mistress. And in prose, Johnson's Life of Milton, Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress, Fielding's Tom Jones, Dryden's All for Love, Sheridan's The School for Scandal, Congreve's The Way of the World, and Goldsmith, She Stoops to Conquer. Now, let us test ourselves by giving the answers to the objective type questions from 1 to 47. John Donne's poems can be classified as three main groups as love poems, miscellaneous poems, and religious poems. So we have to go for the option all of these. The poem, The Canonization of Donne, is based on the sudden contrast of association. John Donne's poem, The Canonization, is based on the sudden contrast of association. Donne adopts a sort of secularism in his holy and religious poems. John Donne adopts a sort of secularism in his holy and religious poems. Yes is the option. John Donne, in his Canonization, portrays the protagonist as a middle-aged man of bankruptcy. The protagonist of the poem Canonization of John Donne is a middle-aged man of bankruptcy. The protagonist is portrayed as palsy, ruined fortune, and 5 grey hairs. The option is yes. In Canonization, the protagonist is portrayed as palsy, ruined fortune, and 5 grey hairs. Herbert George had early contacts with Donne. Yes. Yes, Herbert George had early contacts with Donne. Who abandoned early pursuits to become a priest? It is Donne. Donne abandoned early pursuits to become a priest. Herbert's poems focus on his relationship with God. The option is yes. The Affliction is a spiritual autobiography of which poet? It is Herbert's. The poem, The Affliction, is a spiritual autobiography of Herbert. Fielding's second novel, Tom Jones, was written in 1749. Fielding's second novel, Tom Jones, was written in the year 1749. Which novelist speaks to the readers as their friend and philosopher? It is Fielding. Fielding speaks to the readers as their friend and philosopher. Who lays down the qualifications essential for an ideal novelist? Fielding. Fielding lays down the qualifications essential for an ideal novelist. The qualifications needed for a novelist are genius, learning, experience in life, and a good heart. Who writes these lines? It is Bunyan. Bunyan says that the qualifications needed for a novelist are genius, learning, experience in life, and a good heart. Which novelist portrayed his comic epics as he knew them well? It is Fielding. Fielding portrayed his comic epics as he knew them well. Fielding wrote his novel Tom Jones at the age of 35. Tom Jones was written by Fielding at his 35th year. Which novel is written in the imitation of the manner of Cervantes? It is Tom Jones. The novel Tom Jones was written in the imitation of the manner of Cervantes. Which is the golden age in English drama? It is Elizabethan age. Elizabethan age is the golden age in the English drama. Anglo-Saxon period is between 450 to 1066. The Restoration is otherwise called as the Age of Pope. The Restoration is called as the Age of Pope. The Augustan age is otherwise called as the Age of Pope. The Augustan age is also called as the Age of Pope. The comedy of manners was dominated by sex. Sex is the major theme of the comedy of manners. The School for Scandal was first produced in the theatre in 1777. In 1777, the School for Scandal was first produced in the theatre. The School for Scandal was first penned as two separate plays. Who wrote in the last page of his play, "Finished at last, thank God"? It is Sheridan. Sheridan wrote in the last page of his play, "Finished at last, thank God." Who is in love with Charles Surface in School for Scandal? It is Lady Sneerwell. Lady Sneerwell is in love with Charles Surface in the School for Scandal. Who personifies the source of all scandal in School for Scandal by Sheridan? It is Lady Sneerwell. Lady Sneerwell in the School for Scandal personifies the source of all scandals. Who is the old knight married to a young woman? It is Sir Peter Tussle. Sir Peter Tussle is the old knight married to a young woman in School for Scandal. Lady Tussle is a country-bred girl enjoying the London life. Lady Tussle in the School for Scandal is a country-bred girl enjoying the London life. Who is the rich uncle eager to test the characters of his two nephews? It is Sir Oliver Surface. Sir Oliver Surface in School for Scandal by Sheridan is the rich uncle who is eager to test the characters of his two nephews. Who meet secretly in Joseph's library? It is Joseph Surface and Lady Tussle. In School for Scandal by Sheridan, Joseph Surface and Lady Tussle meet secretly in Joseph's library. Who is presented as a sentimental knave? It is Joseph. Joseph is presented as a sentimental knave in the School for Scandal. Who was single and happy in India? Sir Oliver. In School for Scandal by Sheridan, Sir Oliver was single and happy in India. Who was Mr. Condor's cousin? Ogle. In School for Scandal by Sheridan, Ogle was Mr. Condu's cousin. Mrs. Evergreen, in School for Scandal by Sheridan, tries to appear young with too much of makeup. We have to go for the option yes. In School for Scandal by Sheridan, Miss Vermilion seeks the aid of too much of painting. We have to go for the option yes. Who is the sister of Mrs. Evergreen? Miss Vermilion. In School for Scandal by Sheridan, Miss Vermilion is the sister of Mrs. Evergreen. Miss Simper, in School for Scandal by Sheridan, has petty teeth and so she keeps her mouth always ajar. We have to select the option yes. In School for Scandal, Ogle is the cousin of whom? It is Contour. Contour is the cousin of Ogle in School for Scandal by Sheridan. Johnson has divided the life of Milton in 3 sections. We have to go for the option yes. Johnson has divided the life of Milton in 3 sections. Milton's father had a love for literature. We have to go for the option yes. Yes, Milton's father had a love for literature. At school, Milton had shown interest in writing poems. Yes is the answer. Milton has shown interest in writing poems even in the school itself. A scholar said that Milton, at the age of 15, could write Latin poems with classic nature. The answer is yes. There was a prejudice that Johnson did not like Milton due to his political views. The answer is no. Johnson likes Milton though they have different political views. Milton's first production was Masque of Camus. Masque of Camus was Milton's first production. Why was Milton called the lady of his college? Because he has beautiful personality. As Milton has beautiful personality, he was called as the lady of his college. At which age Milton became fully blind? At the age of 47. At the age of 47, Milton became fully blind. Invention is almost the only literary labor which blindness cannot obstruct. Who said when Milton became fully blind? It is Johnson. Johnson, when Milton became fully blind, said that invention is almost the only literary labor which blindness cannot obstruct. We will meet in the next video with the objective questions from 48 to 102. Share your doubts and opinions in the comment section. Share the link to whoever is in need of. All the best.